Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to challenge the very way you see yourself, not based on where you are, but based on where you're going. The title of my message is simple: Act as if you have made it. This is not about faking success. No, this is about awakening the king, the queen, the leader, the visionary, the world changer within you before the world acknowledges it. Why? Because the world will never believe in you until you believe in yourself. Let me give you 5 key principles that will shift your life if you live them. Before anything changes in your life, you must change. Before the promotion, before the applause, before the spotlight, before the reward, there must first be a shift in identity. The truth is simple, but it's often overlooked. You will never manifest what you don't believe you are worthy of becoming. That's why we say, act as if you have made it. Do, because the first battlefield is not in your environment, it's not in your finances, it's not even in your relationships. The first battlefield is in your identity. The moment you shift how you see yourself, your world will begin to shift with you. We've been trained to look outside for confirmation, waiting for someone to tell us we're ready, waiting for opportunities to show up before we move, waiting for applause before we speak up. But you don't need permission to be what you already are. Greatness doesn't begin when the world sees it. Greatness begins when you decide to believe it exists inside you. When a seed is planted in the ground, no one sees it grow at first. But the moment it breaks through the soil, people suddenly notice. Yet that seed was growing the whole time. It just hadn't been revealed. In the same way, your potential doesn't start when people notice you. It starts the moment you accept the truth of who you are. That's why the real work begins before you see the fruit. The real work is in choosing your identity, even when everything around you says otherwise. If you see yourself as broken, you'll act broken. If you see yourself as small, you'll shrink in every opportunity. But when you see yourself as whole, as powerful, as chosen, then you show up different. You speak with authority. You walk with purpose. You make decisions from your future, not your fears. That is the power of acting as if you have made it. You're not pretending. You're not faking it. You're aligning your life with the truth of your destiny. You're moving ahead in faith. And faith is not blind. It sees what the natural eye cannot. Identity is the root. Every fruit in your life comes from that root. You can change your behavior for a season, but if your identity doesn't change, the results will always circle back to match how you see yourself. A person who sees themselves as poor will sabotage wealth. A person who sees themselves as unworthy will reject love. A person who sees themselves as a follower will never step into leadership. That's why transformation doesn't begin with doing, it begins with being. So let me ask you, who are you when no one's looking? Who are you before the money comes in, before the title is given, before the door opens? Are you acting as if you've already made it? Because the version of you that gets there is already inside of you. You don't become successful one day. You uncover the success that's already within you. The world may call it confidence. Some may call it ego, but I call it agreement. You are finally agreeing with the version of you that God saw when He designed you. You are finally choosing to believe the vision He placed in your heart. So act like it's done. Talk like it's done. Walk like it's done. Not because you're faking it, but because you've already accepted that identity precedes reality. You're not waiting to become, you're becoming who you already are. Would you like the next keynote expanded in the same style too? Absolutely. Here's a 600-word expanded version of Keynote 2. Environment responds to confidence. Written in the same empowering and bold style. When you walk into a room, does your presence command attention, or do you feel like you're waiting for permission to belong? This is where the truth of your confidence comes into play. The world, your environment, does not respond to your needs. It responds to your confidence. Confidence is the magnetic force that attracts your opportunities. It's not about arrogance. It's not about ego. It's about knowing that you belong and knowing that your purpose will not be denied. You see, the universe has a way of aligning itself with those who know who they are and where they're going. It's not just about what you want to accomplish. It's about how you show up every single day. When you believe in your vision and your purpose, you begin to speak with authority, walk with intent, and live with direction. If you show up unsure, timid, and full of self-doubt, your environment will mirror that. People will treat you as if you're not confident, as if you're not worthy. They will perceive you the way you perceive yourself. But when you show up as a person who has already made it, your presence alone shifts the atmosphere. You're not waiting for a validation from others. You are the validation. Understand this. Your environment is not a passive space. It's an active, dynamic force that responds to who you are at your core. If you want to change your reality, you have to change how you show up in the world. If you want doors to open, you must walk with the authority of someone who knows those doors were meant for you. If you want people to respect your time, your energy, and your vision, you must first respect yourself by carrying yourself like someone deserving of that respect. People will never respond to you in the way you hope until you begin responding to your own potential. The moment you take yourself seriously, the world will begin to take you seriously. You won't have to ask for what you need. It will begin to show up as a result of the energy you are putting out. Confidence is a declaration that you are not waiting for external circumstances to align. You are aligning yourself with your purpose, and the world must adjust to that reality. It's like a ship that knows where it's going. The ocean doesn't decide where the ship goes. The ship does. And once it moves with conviction, the waters begin to move around it. But that only happens when the ship knows where it's headed and sails in that direction. Your confidence is the compass. This is why so many people struggle to see results. They move hesitantly, without conviction, waiting for the right moment to be the person they believe they should be. But the reality is, the right moment is right now. The world isn't waiting for your perfect timing. It's waiting for you to step up and act as if you've already made it. It's waiting for you to show up fully present, unapologetically confident, and committed to your vision. The power of confidence is this. When you believe in yourself fully, it creates a ripple effect in your environment. Your actions become aligned with your beliefs, and the world responds to that alignment. Your confidence tells the universe that you're ready for what you've been asking for. The doors you thought were closed will open. The opportunities that seemed out of reach will come to you. But don't misunderstand confidence. It's not about being perfect. Confidence is not about having all the answers, knowing everything, or having every step mapped out. Confidence is about believing that no matter what happens, you are equipped to handle it. Confidence is saying, I may not know every detail, but I trust that everything I need is already within me, and my environment will align with my purpose. When you live this way, you stop chasing your dreams. Your dreams start chasing you. Your environment shifts, and what was once difficult begins to feel easy because you've changed the energy you bring to every situation. You walk into a room, and instead of doubting if you belong, you walk in as if the room was made for you. You move with the certainty that everything you desire is already yours. So ask yourself, what energy are you bringing to your environment today? How do you show up in your life? Are you walking with confidence, believing that your purpose cannot be stopped? Or are you waiting for someone or something to make the way for you? Understand this, confidence is the key that unlocks every door. When you believe in your worth and your purpose, the world will adjust to make room for you. Step into your confidence and watch your environment respond. Let me know if you'd like to continue with the next keynote or make adjustments. Certainly, Here's an expanded version of Keynote 3. Preparation is proof of expectation. Written in the same empowering style, your preparation is the greatest evidence of your expectation. What are you preparing for today? If you truly believe that your dreams will come to pass, your actions should align with that belief. Preparation is not about waiting for things to happen. It's about getting ready for the manifestation of your dreams before they even appear. When you truly expect something, you begin to prepare as though it is already a reality, and your preparation becomes the proof that you believe in what you've been envisioning. You see, it's easy to say, I'm waiting for my opportunity. It's easy to sit back and hope that one day the right person will notice you or the right door will open. But that's not how success works. Success responds to those who act in advance, those who prepare for what's to come, those who invest their time, energy, and resources into creating a space for their success. When you prepare, you declare that you believe your success is not just a possibility, but a certainty. Think about an athlete training for a competition. That athlete doesn't wait until the event is announced to start practicing. They train every day, knowing that the victory they envision is already on its way. Their preparation is a reflection of their expectation. When you are preparing, you are declaring your belief that the result is inevitable. Preparation is the language of faith. When you prepare, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready. You're not waiting for the stars to align or for circumstances to be perfect. You are actively stepping into your future. Preparation says, I am walking in faith because I know the victory is already mine. If you are preparing, it shows that you believe in the reality of your vision. Faith without works is dead, and preparation is the manifestation of that faith. It is the proof that you trust what is coming, even if it hasn't appeared yet. Too often, people claim to want success, but their actions do not match their words. You cannot say you want something and then sit back and wait for it to show up on its own. You must create the space for it. Preparation requires you to think ahead, to act ahead, and to get ready in the present moment for what you desire. When you prepare, you take the responsibility for your future into your hands. You don't wait for someone else to make the way for you. You make the way yourself. Now let me ask you this. Are you preparing for the future you envision? Are you actively working on your craft? Are you building the relationships that will carry you to the next level? Are you studying the things you need to learn to succeed? Your preparation is your investment in your future. What are you putting into it today? If you truly believe that your dream is on the way, you will see it not as something far off in the distance, but as something that is already beginning to take shape, something that you're already working toward. Preparation also requires consistency. It's not just about doing something once and thinking that's enough. Success doesn't respond to one-time actions. It responds to the person who is persistent, who understands that success is not a destination but a journey. If you want to live in the reality of your dreams, you must be committed to the long-term process of preparation. Success is built every single day, one step at a time, through your consistent actions. So, as you think about your future, ask yourself, am I really preparing for the success I desire? If you're not actively preparing, then perhaps you don't truly believe it's coming. If you were truly expecting, you would be moving with a sense of urgency. You would be acting as if your dream is already on its way, and your actions would reflect that. You would be creating a foundation for the success you're about to experience. The best way to show the universe that you are ready is through your preparation. It's the strongest message you can send. I believe, I trust, and I'm ready. When you act in faith, your preparations speak louder than your words ever could. Your actions create the space for your vision to manifest. Your preparation, your discipline, and your consistency are the evidence that you expect your success to show up. And when it does, it will find you ready. Preparation is not a waiting game. It's an action game. Prepare today, and you'll be positioned for tomorrow. Let me know if you'd like to proceed with the next keynote or if you'd like any adjustments.